aboard this London Midland service to Milton Keynes Central. We will be calling at Watford Junction, Hemel Hempstead, Berkhamsted, Tring, Cheddington, Leighton Buzzard, Bletchley and Milton Keynes Central. We are now approaching Watford Junction.
So here I am at Watford Junction. There's a map there. Let's go and check it out. Watford Junction Station, Station Road, Langley Road. I think this is purposefully confusing, this map, because it's not actually centred on north. But hey, never mind. There's a load of taxis over there. Am I going to get a taxi to the Grove? No. I'm going to follow the flag. If I were a rich man like Alex Jones, I'd get a chauffeur-driven limousine. But I am not a rich man. I'm a poor man. And poor men gotta walk. Hey, check it out. Do you think this is where the police will stop off to, get dressed, get ready, get in the zone? Holy shit. Even the pub / restaurants have like a weird occultic religious theme. This place is starting to freak me out. Don't crack up. You're gonna be okay. No shit. This place is fucking trolling me, I tell you. Shillington Grove. Are you fucking kidding me? Shillington. This place is trolling me, I tell you. I'm not even halfway out the road. I've been walking for about 5 minutes. Shillington. This place is terrifying. So it's not far up the up Langley Road to get to the junction. Focus. Focus, man. Focus. And then you're looking for Hempstead Road. That's the main road. Look both ways. We drive on the left in this country, you know. Actually, do you want to know why? It's an interesting story. Things are on some kind of crazy road trip. I'll tell you why. You know why we drive on the left in this country? You want to know why? This is a hot fact. You can update your Facebook status with this knowledge, and everyone will defriend you. We drive on the left in this country because originally, for about a period of about 1700 years, there was only one bridge across the River Thames. It was the sort of London Bridge. There's been many bridges over that time, but it was only one crossing place because of the stranglehold of the unions of water taxis who refused to allow more bridges to be built. But anyway, there was so much congestion over London Bridge that they had to come up with a system of how to ease the traffic flow, and it was all horses and carts. And so they had to drive on either the left or the right. And they decided to drive on the left for actually health and safety reasons. It's actually because if you drive on the right-hand side of the bridge, if you've got a horse and cart, because most people are right-handed, they had a whip, and they would occasionally whip pedestrians in the face. And apparently people would have their, ears would, be whipped off. Ouch. They'll be doing that sort of thing at the Grove in a few weeks' time. So they decided, for health and safety, if you drive on the left, because most people are right-handed, all the whips are safely in the middle of the road. And that is why, of course, we drive on the left-hand side of the road. No whips anymore. Well, not until we get to the end of this road. There's a Harry Potter bus. Did you see it? The Harry Potter experiences around here. Well, that was actually a really, really short walk, about 20 minutes from Clapham Junction. Try not to get killed. The one thing I'm noticing straight away, and I'm sure you are with all the noise, ooh, look at that nice view. They got a little canal, oh, you can't see it. I think that is the image that sums it up slightly. The Grove, hidden by iron bars. The red bricks. I would say the red bricks are a signifier of imperial intent. There's of course that sign that I guess we're going to see a lot of. The Grove Hotel, although it's sort of, they say on their history it sits on a site where humans first rubbed stones and sticks together and first made love and made proto-human back in 7000 BC. It's where they planted the first wheat seed or something, That's what they say. Which gives this place a kind of, it's like a fertility symbol, isn't it? It is now like, corporately owned, corporately thing. That's a G that's made up of a leaf. You could say that's, the symbol of fertility. Into that sort of shit, We'll stand in the middle of this island. The first thing I want to point out, by the way, is that this is a pretty bloody manic main road. It really is. I mean, look at the traffic. Look at the traffic coming in here. You can tell why, because look, the road sign says M25 left, Watford right. You can imagine that all of the limousines carrying globalists, it's going to come in. They're going to come in from that direction. They're going to swing around and go in there, and this will be all covered in police. And we can go up to the gates and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Police Officer, who do you work for, by the way? Who's paying for you? I might have to reduce your wages, or maybe give you a bonus if you let me in." I don't think they're going to use this entrance. I'm just putting that out there. I really don't think they are. I think they're going to use the other entrance. The reason being, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The fact that there are two entrances at all means that the people who congregate here to try and photograph the globalists, they are going to have to be split into two camps, two factions, you could call it. It's also going to split the security operation. I guess they're going to make the decision at the last minute. If you look at the map of the area and how you come in from the M25, say from Heathrow Airport, which I guess is why they're holding it here, it's close to Heathrow, you can actually get off the motorway in either direction, and you can loop around and get around the back entrance very, very easily. It just depends on when you come out off the motorway, which direction you go. So I think they're probably going to come in around the back entrance. They may come in there. I mean, it's a nice approach, I suppose, isn't it? It depends if they're into, if they don't care about all the people that are here, they're going to take the nice approach. The reason this approach is longer and goes sort of over the nice bridge, and there's lots of little boats down there, and it goes up there to the Grove, is because it's a nice approach. That's why I'm going to walk up to the Grove and have a look. So lots of cars coming in, mostly taxis. See, here's caution, traffic lights, hump bridge ahead. We should add on there, caution, globalist, imperial scumbags. Someone else can add that later on if you like. We need some signs as well on the way here saying Grove this way, party this way, being paid by the Commonwealth this direction. So we'll wander down, see what happens. Idyllic, in fact. I'm over the bridge. Caution. Pedestrians crossing. Caution. It's actually quite a nice place, look. And that guy. Is he part of the conspiracy, do you think? I guess we'll never find out. So up at the walled garden, there's a big tent being put out. On some of the advertising is the giraffe thing sticking over the top. Looks funny, doesn't it? A gentleman is approaching me. Hello, you work for the Ryder Cup?
I do indeed. Can you turn it off, please?
What's up? What's going on?
You tell me.
I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, what are you doing on the property?
On property?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just having a look around. I'm looking at the walled garden.
Right.
This used to be the estate of the Earl of Clarendon, didn't it? That's right. I'm up here having a look.
Right, okay. People that own the property are concerned why you're on their land.
People are concerned, or are you concerned?
No, the management are concerned.
Are they? Did you speak to the management?
I have information that they're...
Why are they concerned? I don't understand.
Is that turned off?
You want me to turn it off?
Yes, please.
And why, are you telling me to do something or asking me to do something? I didn't realise this was private property. Who owns it then?
It's part of the Grove.
Part of the Grove?
Yeah. We've got any identification on it? Say
Identification? Who are you to ask me for identification?
I'm a police officer.
You're a police officer? Oh. You don't have to show a police officer identification unless you've broken the law, and I don't believe I've broken the law, so...
Do you want to just come over to the car then?
Why?
I'd like to just speak to you.
You can speak to me here. What's up? If you're saying that this is private property and ask me to leave, then I will respect that.
Yeah, I'm not
You're telling me it's private property? I'm just here to look at the walled garden.
Yeah. I don't believe you are, though.
Why? What do you believe?
Because you were up at the front gate video and the front gate as well, so were you there to look at the front gate as well?
How do you mean? I don't understand why your line of questioning. Plus, I don't know that you said you're a police officer. I don't believe you're a police officer unless you show me the badge. Who is it? Let me see again. So you're working for Hertfordshire Police, and what are you doing up here?
Being asked to come up here.
You're just the security of the Grove, full time?
No.
Or is it anything to do with what's going on here next month?
What's going on here next month? Then?
Exactly, I don't know.
And who are you?
I'm nobody.
Can you show me some identification?
I'm nobody. I don't have to show identification. If I've broken the law in some way, then you can ask me for identification unless I've broken the law.
You're private land, aren't you?
Okay, are you saying that I'm not allowed to film on this land?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're on private land.
Well, if I'm allowed to film on the land, it means it's public land. If it's private property and you say I'm not allowed to film, I'm willing to switch it off.
Can you switch off?
Is this public property?
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah, I'll switch it off, yeah. See, I switched it off. It's on standby. I've closed it.
Can you show me some identification?
I don't have to show you any identification.
I'd like to know who you are.
Why?
Because I'm interested to know who you are.
Well, I'm interested. I'm interested.
If you've got perhaps a legitimate reason to be, you'll be...
Okay, so you're asking me to show me identification under what law?
Well, you trespassed. You're on private land.
I'm here to look at... I came up to the walled garden because this is a historic site, yeah? This site goes back to the 1600s, so it's part of the heritage of England, okay?
Right.
And if I come up here to have a look at the heritage of England and you tell me that I'm not allowed to be here, because you're a police officer and you showed me your ID, I'm going to leave.
Yeah. Can you tell me who you are, so I know who you are in case
You just want to know what my name is?
Yeah. That's who you are.
Well, people call me Sam. Hello. What's your name? I forgot who it was. What's that?
Andy.
Andy.
I'm not here to give you a hard
Andy,
time.
it's probably terrifying for you.
No, it's not.
Because I've come up here to have a look. This is a historic place. That is the reason that there is a meeting here next month.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just wanted to come up and have a look. And I've had a look. I've met you. You're a very nice man. Slightly terrifying.
Am I?
And you're wearing a Ryder Cup thing. I think this is undercover. But this is off, by the way.
I mean, I've got no. I'm just intrigued why you're up in who you are. I mean, it would be
I'm just having a look. Am I not allowed up here? If it, like you tell me, I'm not allowed up here. I'm going to leave.
Well, they're concerned that you're up here, and certainly with you could be anyone, couldn't you?
I could be anyone, yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Certainly walking around
Also,
full of nice cars and stuff like that, you could be for any purpose whatsoever.
Is this like? How did they spot me? Yeah. How did they spot me? Did they see me on CCTV?
I don't.
Did they see me approach any cars?
I don't know. I'm not going to go.
Well, if you've got no tangible evidence I've done anything wrong, I'm going to be leaving.
Well,
am I under arrest?
No.
Okay, we'll see you later.
And your name
I'm
is
off.
again? Sorry.
Yeah, I told you my name.
Zach.
Well, that's what people call me. And I'm off. Such a warm welcome they have up here at the Grove. Do they always send Hertfordshire's police down to talk to people? Or is it special? No, I'm cool, thank you. It's this way, is it?
What way?
The way out. Back out to the road. The entrance out the back?
Yeah.
I want to go out that way, if that's alright. Thank you. Bye. That was one of Hertfordshire's police's finest officers, by the way, dressed as a golfer, hanging around the visitors' entrance, accosting people who may look dodgy. Who are you? What's your name, by the way? Did they ask you your name? By the way, can I just check your name? So I'm going to leave. I'm going to go out the back entrance. I am at the moment, by the way, being hovered over by a police helicopter, and they're following me going down the back entrance. So, and this is a couple of weeks before, a few weeks before it happens, so you can only imagine what it's going to be like. If already anyone who looks at the walled garden is suspected of something. I guess they don't have a thing called freedom anymore. Were you aware? I didn't know. But we don't. It's just the police officer again. In fact, that's the police. That vehicle did actually stop when I was photographing that duck. They're going to be following me about now, is he? Who knows? I'm starting to feel paranoid. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of this truck with a bat on it. Batman. Terrifying. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I'm leaving out the back entrance. There are barriers down here, of course, to let cars through automatically. Once I'm out on public property, I become a free man. Helicopter's still hovering, having a look at me. I'll show you a good look at it. I'll zoom in. Use the super zoom on this brand new beautiful camera, and I'll zoom in on that helicopter. Where is he? I'll do in a moment. And once I'm out on public property, it's fine. Although there's no divots in the road or anything that actually marks out public property, but there we go. I presume this is public property. It's got lines in the air. It is. Yeah. So I'm out on public property. I'll stay here for as long as I like. Let's try and wait out the police. We call those bumblebees, by the way, because they're black and yellow, and they hover. It's like the helicopter equivalent of a Fiat Cinquecento, It's like, you know, 1.1 petrol. It's basically a hovering CCTV camera. And they are having a good look at me. I hope I'm entertaining for them. I don't know. There's the police officer over there, having a look back. No doubt taking some photographs with me as well, but hey, who cares? As long as they don't land, I'll be alright. Aliens! Apparently I'm the alien. I'm being buzzed out of here. Can you bloody hear it? It's hovering right over my head. Well, in summary, I have to say, that is really, really quite terrifying around here. Really is. Absolutely terrifying. But you know, that's what you come to expect when you visit, when you're in the same vicinity as heads of industry, when you go somewhere less than a month before a politician. It seems in the world we live in, politicians are immune from investigation. They are protected by the country's finest. Hertfordshire Police, I believe, I'll put a link at the end, but I believe G4S? Who knows? Anyway, this is commonly known as Sam for today. Signing off. Okay. So just for the camera, by the way, I was walking down the road just past the Grove Mill, and a police car, very nicely coloured police car, turned up from Hertfordshire Police, and they started asking me questions about walking on public property, private property. They asked me what my name was. I informed them that the law says, and unless I've broken any kind of law and they can prove that and they have tangible evidence, I don't have to reveal my identity. And now you're up to speed. He's going to question me further. Go.
Right. So, can you give me your name, right? So I can carry out some checks to see if you are known to the police. Okay.
Am I obliged to give you my name?
You're not obliged to.
Okay, so it's a request.
At this moment in time, it's starting to heighten my suspicion.
Of course, but you cannot.
To hide
you see, they're actually. This is all in the wording of the law. You cannot use the suspicion of me wanting to maintain my rights as suspicion of guilt of something. That is all written in the law.
But if you're, as you say, a sovereign member of the community and what have you, what objection have you got? I'm quite happy to give you my name.
I've given you my name. I said people call me Sam.
Yeah. Well,
hello. You didn't give me your name actually. What's your name?
It's not exactly my name, is it?
What's your name?
Okay, people call me Dibble. Okay, but it's not my name. All right.
By name, do you mean what's written on my birth certificate?
What is your official identity?
According to who?
Oh,
I mean, this is all. I mean, this is a semantic thing, obviously.
Right.
It is the law.
License?
It is the law.
Have you got a driving license?
Have I got a driving license?
Have you got a passport?
Am I obliged to answer your questions?
Why are you being so difficult? Why are you being such
I'm walking along the street.
Okay, and I'm trying to do my job.
I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm not suggesting you are.
You guys are now becoming guilty of harassment.
No, I'm not.
You are. No, seriously, I want to walk off. I want to have a nice day.
Okay, well,
I wander through the golf course.
Only you.
I came out the other side.
You are making your day be prolonged longer.
Yeah, this gentleman is saying that through the golf course is a public footpath. Thank you. Thank you. This gentleman is saying that it's a public footpath through the golf course, and that's the one I took all the way straight through.
Yeah, well, I've got no evidence that you took that.
Well, you've got no evidence that I haven't. I mean, you've got hearsay evidence, which is not admissible.
So let's put this into context with regards to what you mentioned earlier about the big political meeting that's taken place here.
I don't know, what meeting is that?
That's what you suggested.
We're not going to establish anything, are we?
I mean, this is all just... They're trying to pin something on me because I walk for a golf course.
We want to speak to you because the issue that we have as police officers is that we have a
exactly. Dog walkers, everybody over there.
A duty of care. But I think because you have your camera, it heightens our suspicion as to why...
I told you, I'm a blogger.
Okay, so you've got...
And I'm interested.
So it'd be nice to know what identification you have.
I don't need identification. We live in a free country.
Or potentially someone who's going to be planning on causing harm.
That's your
or
guys'
issues.
suspicions. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay, well, our suspicions are such that you're now starting to heighten my suspicion. Okay,
because I'm getting upset because I'm stressed out. Some guy dressed as a golfer accosted me, started throwing accusations at me,
he's throwing accusations.
and so I asked him politely if it was public property, private property. Okay.
Which is, you know, that's my.
But you guys really want to get my identity, don't you?
You've got a camera and everything. You're walking around a place in the future where there's going to be some sort of event going on. Okay. That heightens my suspicion. Okay, I've got a job to do. All I'm asking you to do is provide me your name and details so I can cross-reference with it. If
and I asked you. Okay, sorry, I'll let you speak.
If you're not known to us and everything else, that's not a problem.
Of course I'm not known to you.
Okay, well, how do I know that if you don't give me your details?
Because you would have tangible evidence. You'd be looking for me. That's the way that the law works.
I don't have to have tangible evidence.
Under what law? Okay, what law are you trying to enforce here?
I'm not trying to enforce any law.
Well, then what are you doing?
Right, I'm trying to do my job. My job is to make sure that I can keep the Queen's peace and so on. At the minute, I'm trying to do that.
Am I under arrest right now?
No, you're not.
Okay, well, see you later, guys.
Are you coming over for coffee?
Yeah, can I? I'm going to this man's house for a cup of coffee.
Down the next gate, mate.
Hold on a second, sir. Hold on. Okay, because at the minute, all right, I haven't concluded my conversation with you, all right?
I asked you if I was under arrest.
No, you're not under arrest, okay?
Okay. Can I just meditate for a second? I'm getting upset.
What do you do for a living?
I don't have to answer your questions. Please, can we just have a moment of silence? Because I'm getting upset.
I'm an ex-solicitor.
Sir.
He's either arrested
Does this man
and
involve
charged. He's coming to see me for coffee.
Does this man involve you? At the minute,
yes, he does.
At the minute, you're interfering with what I'm trying to do.
No, I'm not.
So can you
He's
go
a friend
away?
of mine. Come on, Sam. You're going to have coffee, otherwise I arrest you, and then they've got to give you a charge.
Look,
and then you answer the identification.
Why are you so anti what we're trying to do?
Because I'm in an upset state. They've killed my wife in hospital, and he's coming to see me.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about your wife, but that isn't anything to do with the police.
No, isn't it? Well, maybe the police should start checking up on these hospitals, how they commit crimes. They are killing people off.
Okay, that's
Come on,
not a
Sam.
police matter, sir. I'm really sorry to hear about your wife. That isn't really something I can get involved
Yeah,
with.
well, don't start going in the hospital yourself if you have an accident. I'll tell you that.
Thank you for the advice.
Thank you, I will come in for a cup of tea. Can I just end this conversation nicely? Look, I need to calm down.
Okay.
I'm very upset, I'm very stressed out.
Right, well,
I'm a chilled out guy.
I can see that.
You said what do I do for a living? I'm an artist, okay? I'm an artist, I'm a creative, I'm interested in filmmaking, I'm interested in the world. There's a lot of dodgy stuff going on in the world, you know?
Okay, I accept that.
And I'm interested in this circus, including this. This is part of the circus that happens when politicians go anywhere near the public. We don't have a thing called accountability anymore. We're losing a thing called freedom. I am exerting my freedom of speech and my freedom to wander about.
If you reckon we're losing freedom, okay, then all I'm trying to do is maintain that your freedom is done as safely as possible.
I'm safe.
And if
I'm safe.
It's got nothing to do with who you are, okay? Yeah. It's got nothing to do with who anybody else is. All I'm saying is that you're starting to heighten my suspicion now because you're walking around with a camera. You're now videoing me under what
for my own protection.
I haven't said that you can video.
It says on the Metropolitan Police website. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
but
I don't care what it says
under the European Convention on Human Rights and the European Court.
I'm entitled to a private and family life and what have you. At the minute,
when you're on public property, there's no such thing as
copyright.
Because
you're going to use that.
Okay, you want me to switch off the camera?
Yes.
Are you asking me as a human being or as a police officer?
Right, because I don't want that putting on any blog and what have you.
Are you asking me as an individual or as a police officer?
I'm asking you as an individual.
Okay.
You're infringing my human rights.
That's fine. I'll switch it off then.
Okay. Because I don't want my face plastered all over.
See, look, I've switched it off. I'm putting across the thingy. Look.
Okay.
I'm an amicable guy.
Okay. So all I'm asking you to do, Sam, right? And if you've got nothing to hide, then there should be no issues with that.
There's no issues.
All right. All I'm asking you to do is provide me your name and your date of birth. All right. So I can check you out to make sure that you're not wanted. For all I know, right, you could be wanted on a warrant for non-payment fines for anything.
Okay. Are you issuing me an ultimatum?
No.
I give you my date of birth, or you arrest me.
No, I'm not suggesting that you're going to arrest me, but that's what I do. This is how I do our job. I dare say you've never been a police officer, okay?
No.
But this is how we do our job.
Okay.
Right? I can go along, and everybody I speak to, I run them through the computer to make sure, because it's a numbers game, okay? There will be people that I speak to that are wanted on warrant. There will be people that I speak to that are wanted for an offence and so on. Okay? Or missing, or people might be concerned about them, or whatever it may be, because we deal with a whole multitude of people. And all I'm asking you to do is enable me to do my job properly.
Okay. I totally respect what you're trying to do. I don't need your help. Thank you very much.
Okay, but I need to do my job properly, because at the end of the day, I'm
relieve you of any responsibility over me.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I do that legally, professionally.
I need to do my job.
I don't care whether you need to do your job or not. I need to end this conversation. I don't want to be involved in this conversation with you.
Okay. But
I have rights on public property.
Right.
I am a free individual. Okay.
Right. My
I've
suspicion
done
is
nothing wrong. Can you let me speak? I had the courtesy of letting you speak. Now let me speak. If I'm not under arrest and you're not ordering me to give you my date of birth, I can go inside this gentleman's house and go for a cup of tea. Do you have any problem with that before I walk away?
Okay, I would like you to give me your name and your date of birth so I can at least check you out, so we know who was spoken to.
Okay.
Okay.
Those guys have facial recognition. They were taking photographs of me up there.
They don't have facial recognition.
Well, maybe should they think about getting
Okay,
it.
well, I'm telling you now, they don't.
Under the law, I do not have to provide you with any information unless you can prove that I've broken the law in some way.
Okay, at this moment in time, right, I can't tell you if there's a law been broken or not.
What law are you trying to enforce, by the way?
I'm not trying to enforce.
Well, then what are you doing?
Right.
Are you just hassling me as a human being?
No, I'm not hassling you.
You're operating now as a police officer.
Yes, I am.
Then what law are you trying to enforce?
Right. How am I supposed to know?
Would you answer my question, please?
Right.
Which law are you trying to enforce?
If you've asked me a question,
yeah.
Right, it's polite to wait for the answer, yes?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay. I don't know at this moment in time if there's anything gone on down there, right? Because I don't know because I wasn't there. I didn't see what the route you took and what have you. Let's supposing, in an ideal world, there has been something going on there.
Yeah.
I've spoken to you. We then get called about it, and they say, right, somebody matching your description. Okay.
How did they say? Funky trousers.
Perhaps so.
Yeah.
Somebody matching your description was seen to walk away from here. Then that's going to make me feel pretty stupid because I've just spoken to you, okay?
All right.
Let's supposing I can't find you. Then how do I know that you aren't involved in anything that's gone up in there?
So how can I allay... the only way I can allay your suspicions
is by giving my name and address. I'll run you through the system.
So you can run me through the system.
And then we can
what
end this
happens?
conversation without the rain.
When you find out that I've got no warrants for my arrest and I'm not a wanted terrorist or something, do I get to sue you?
For what?
For harassment?
We're not harassing you.
How would you know I'm not late for something important now?
Okay, so you would have told me. You told me everything else.
I've got places to be.
Okay, well only you.
I don't want this conversation.
Only you are prolonging this now.
Look, no, you're prolonging it. Tell me the law that you are trying to enforce, and I will obey.
With respect,
With respect, he's standing on my property, not on the highway.
No, I'm not.
And so are you. That is my property.
Okay, right. With respect,
you're not.
Go
away.
No, I'm sorry. I'm standing on my property.
Okay, guys.
Now,
I'm going to go inside this gentleman's house now. Thank you for your suspicion.
Go away. Right?
Has a crime been committed?
I haven't got any.
Right.
Oh no, of course I haven't. I'm a reasonable person. I am an upstanding member. I'm a taxpayer.
And you're very, very informed.
I'm a taxpayer.
Come down for coffee.
I'd like to. Are these guys going to let me go without showing my papers?
You were late for something, weren't you?
I'll walk away and put the kettle on.
No, it was just. I said, what if I was late for something? I'm very careful with words. You see.
Listen, there's nothing that I can demand. Your name and everything else. Okay.
Can I just say?
I want to read your blog now.
As an independent, non-profit journalist, it is an accolade amongst us to get away from the police without giving our names. It is as simple as that. If I give my name, it's like I've lost. I'm not guilty of anything. Please, take a picture of me. I mean, the fact is you're holding a gun.
I'm not holding a gun.
There's a gun on you, and an armed man is a threatening man. I am not armed. The only thing I'm armed with is record with. You don't.
Patted you down yet?
You know, we've been through the whole anti-terrorism thing. It was all repealed because it was a breach of human rights. This is an ongoing battle that people have with freedom of speech, and part of it, sadly, you guys obviously you've been put on alert because there's a massive meeting and some of the biggest global scoundrels and the whole, all of these. Are we not all upset about the bankers? You guys not upset about, the privatisation of the police force and the privatisation of the NHS? We're not going to have any free healthcare after 2015, right? I'm not a violent man. I use the light of day, information and intelligence as my weapon. Okay. I believe very, very strongly I believe strongly also in traffic laws, and you seem to be creating a traffic jam in the quietest part of the whole of London.
Hardly.
And I'm concerned about the environment, the fact you've left your car running. These are the things that concern me, yeah. But you guys really want my name, but you don't have any suspicions over me. As Alfred said, I'm going to go and speak to him. He's an amazing guy. The reason I'm interested in this, and when the policeman dressed as a golfer up there talked to me, I said to him, because this is absolutely true, I'm interested in the fact that this was the estate of the Earl of Clarendon, and Queen Victoria used to come here, and Edward VII used to come here. You know why Edward VII used to come here, don't you, by the way?
bit slandery.
What did they used to call him? Why did he change his name to Edward VII?
He
was called Prince Albert,
yeah.
but people would call him Dirty Bertie. And he's in exactly the same position as Prince Charles right now. His mother was queen for way too long, and he just lost all his edge. And he used to come here for sordid, lewd orgies.
There's
right?
something about this area, because old King Henry VIII, up at the golf club on Moor Park that way, that was all built for him to have people come to the country for his philanthropy.
And you guys have been sent out to crack down on innocent people like me who are interested in the fact that a load of massively billionaires who are protected by MI6 and MI5 and CIA and Mossad, they don't need you guys to protect them from me. I'm not a threat.
But we don't know that, do we?
Well, you do know that. I mean, you're allowed to use your now. I understand. I'm a victim right now of the fact that there's an undone piece of paperwork. Yeah? Your piece of paper, with the greatest respect to you guys, I have respect for the police 100%, but the greatest respect to you guys, your piece of paper does not control me. And just because you need to sign something, I don't give a crap about that.
Do you know you mentioned before about the fact that I was carrying a gun and all that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It freaks me out.
I might be carrying a gun, but pens and paperwork, really? You know what I mean? We don't get involved in that sort of thing.
Well then,
okay.
I'm going to go and speak to Alfred.
Okay, listen. Thank you very much for your time.
It was very, very nice to meet you.
All right.
Just want to film the police driving away as my victory. Is that all right? Off they go. And I'm going to go have a cup of coffee with Alfred.